Hi everyone, this is CA Kaushik Mukesh, and here there's a very big announcement with regard to the CA Final Strategic Financial Management classes. So first let me explain you the clear details about the batch, about the chapters that will be covered, the syllabus and the crash batch details and all the other contents. So till 2019-20 year, I've been teaching CA Final SFM, and due to continuous schedules on CA Final Law, I've discontinued for 1.5 years, and again now starting with CA Final SFM, full-fledged coverage of full batch as well as the crash batch. So for the examination purposes for the coming November exams, first concentrating on the crash sessions, and this announcement is with regard to the crash batch that is going to get conducted. Let me first tell you the details of the subject, since many of the students already know this, but still it's my prime responsibility to first introduce you to the subject, what it is and what are the contents that will be covered. Once completed, we'll be going into the introductory session. So the details of the batch as it is available on the screen. So the total syllabus of paper number 2 CA Final Strategic Financial Management will be divided into two parts. Part A, problematic cum theory chapters, and part B, pure theory chapters. Problematic cum theory chapters, I will be dividing this into 4 different parts. First part will be the equity segment, second part will be the debt segment, third part will be the derivative segment, and fourth part will be the forex and others. Let me first explain the meaning of all these 4. Our total syllabus is very well structured to form the entire stock market and its operations in a comprehensive way. The syllabus is broken into such beautiful contents such that the 4 parts will cover the entire understanding of the stock markets. So the first segment, the equity segment. Equity segment, these are all the chapters. First one is the dividends impact. Let us try to understand, there is no separate chapter as such with the name dividends impact. But why I kept this? So you can see below the word basic. To understand the entire equity segment, first one should understand the cash flows generated by the equity share. So the equity share generates a cash flow called as dividend. So first we need to understand how the dividends are going to impact the share prices. Once the dividends impact basics are completed, next starts the security analysis and security valuation. If you can observe, these two are two independent chapters, but I merged into one single chapter with the name securities analysis and valuation, such that theory and the practical points inside that we will be covering in this area. What we are going to cover in security analysis: basic dividend models, dividend growth model, as you already know, P naught equal to D1 by K minus J, such models, two-stage dividend model, and other such important attached concepts to that we are going to cover in this area. Very important from the exams point of view. Once the dividend impact and the security analysis and valuation is completed, we will come up with the next chapter called as portfolio theories. Portfolio theories is the biggest chapter in the entire equity segment itself. So portfolio theories we will start. There we will be starting from the basic risk return profile calculation till the end of arbitrage pricing theory. So there will be totally 21 models of portfolio management theories. All the 21 concepts you will see. Like for example, I will tell you risk return profile of an individual security, risk return profile of a portfolio of security, only risk analysis of security, only return analysis of a security, Markowitz theory, utility curves, utility theories, tangency point of utility curves and Markowitz efficiency curve, the concepts of efficiency frontier, capital allocation line, capital market line, and modification of capital market line to form capital asset pricing model. After capital asset pricing model, the next start the equilibrium calculations, equilibrium underpricing, equilibrium correctly priced, equilibrium overpricing concepts, Later the concepts of beta, 6 types of beta valuation systems. After that, levered and unlevered beta calculation, and levered and unlevered beta, how they are used in the mergers equations chapter. And after that, we will be going into one very important concept called as characteristic line, not characteristic market line, characteristic line. So characteristic line equation which modified to form Sharpe's single index model. So this one. And after the Sharpe single index model, arbitrage pricing theory, lastly miscellaneous concepts of portfolio theories. All these things we will be covering in portfolio theories, a chapter which will be accounting for 10 to 15 marks in every attempt. Next one, risk management. This particular chapter has only one important area called as a VAR, value at risk. Risk management chapter we will include into the portfolio risk theories such that you can understand and correlate them easily. Next, corporate valuation. One important, and students are facing a difficulty in understanding models like FCFF, models like FCFE, okay, economic value added, market value added, gross value additions, all these things we will see in this chapter. Next comes heavy weighted chapter, mergers and acquisition. So many concepts are there, around 15 to 20 different kinds of merger combination problems are there, we will be doing with analysis. And lastly, a small area called as a mutual funds, easy area, comfortably we can complete that. This will be called as the equity segment. This equity segment will be covering out 50 to 55 marks in the examination. Okay, generally in the last attempt inclusive, each of these concepts what I have written on the screen have come for minimum 8 to 10 marks. So technically if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters are there. 6 chapters la minimum la 8 marks if you take, 48 to 50 marks will come. At least 1 or 2 chapters inside this will come for more than 8 marks. Therefore, this area will be accounting for the 50 to 55 marks of our total syllabus portion. Next comes the debt segment. After equity, the next very important segment is the debt. In that there are 2 areas. Number 1, bond valuation. Number 2, money market instrument. Long-term debts are covered by bonds. Short-term financing is covered by debt financing, covered by money market instruments. A 8 to 10 marks area. Next one, derivative segment, the most dangerous of all. Marks weightage, okay, moderately and too heavy they will be asked. But the concepts are very complicated, starting from the options, futures, forward rate agreements, interest rate swaps, currency swaps, and the derivative Greeks. We are going to cover in the same sequence. First starting with the options, continued with the futures, forward rate agreements, interest rate swaps, currency swaps, and the Greeks. Next one, forex and others. Here we will cover general forex, that means a normal calculation of forex with 25-30 important core problems: bid rate, ask rate, okay, loan borrowings, transactions, payment in the future, payment at the present, calculation of hedge profits, everything, money market hedging, all hedging strategies, leading, lagging, all kinds of strategies we will be covering in the first area called as a general forex. Next starts the most complicated area in the forex, international capital budgeting. That will be covering out one problem in examination, generally very difficult to understand. We make it more simpler and less complicated. We will be understanding the logic behind each and every point inside that. Next comes the currency options, linked to the derivatives and forex, currency options, currency futures, other miscellaneous concepts. This will be covering out 15 to 20 marks. And pure theory chapters, we will spend around 6 to 8 hours time to cover all these theory chapters from the crash batch point of view, which will be covering out 10 marks to 15 marks in exam. Generally we will find 3 to 4 questions in the paper, 4 marks, 3 marks, like that. So 4 or 5 questions will account for 10 to 15 marks in your examination. Next one, about the batch. First one, this is a crash batch, beginning with the crash batch, which is helpful for the coming November exams. Number of hours will be 130. Main batch will be accounting for around 270 to 300 hours. Subject will warrant that, so much concepts are there. So a question will arise as to, So what is the difference between a crash batch and the regular batch? Regular batch la concepts will be covered, crash batch also will cover entire concepts. When it comes to the discussion of a concept, equal discussion will be made. If I do 80 problems to 90 problems theoretically in the class in regular batch, here I will be doing 35 to 40 problems. Representative problems we will do here. What do you mean by representative problem? Means, for example, on a model, if there are 6-7 problems, core problems we will take and we will do in this particular batch. Regular batch na repeated problems, unrepeated problems, small adjustments are there na, that also I will do in the class. And remember, no homework in my classes. Absolutely each and every problem we will do in the class, understanding its logic inside. Next one, number of hours is 130. That's why it warrants good number of hours, 130 for the crash session, double the time for main regular batch. And you know that from the law classes itself, if we spend some time, value will definitely increase. So good things takes time, and that applies also for my SFM classes. Next one, applicable attempts. November 22 and May 23 CA final exams, these are applicable. If at all additions are made, later we will add the problems and add the concepts. Nature of classes, very very important. Not even a single concept in the book. I mean to say, not even a single concept in the book. Not even a single concept in the book. I will tell that it is like this. There should be reasoning for each and every point inside SFM. With that intention, every concept whenever we take, we understand the background, how it came, formula, its a derivation, its impact, then we will do the problems. Problem doing was only a means to understand. First everyone has to understand the concept. We are not mechanically like a robots doing the questions and answers. We will first understand each and every concept very very clearly. Okay, and my students who take the first crash sessions will be the canvassing ambassadors for the remaining other students. So I can proudly and I can with a bravery I can tell that yes, once they take the classes and understand the first 15 hours is enough. They will really understand what is the content that is covered, and the day will come, definitely people will tell this is better than law. So because being my core subject, so this particular area has been concentrated much now. So the nature of the classes will be 100% conceptual, not even 99. Every concept, I mean to say, from the problem 1 to problem number 350, whatever we do, whenever a concept is taken, I will explain the full background behind that, how it came, what is the concept behind, formula, it's a derivation, then we will do the problems. Okay, next, 350 problems I will cover in the crash, 800 problems I will cover in the regular, 750 to 800. So 350 problems means exactly half. If there are 100 problems in original forex, here we will do 50 problems in that. Okay, 50 problems will cover all the concepts. Okay, if at all I have to do 4 or 5 problems there, I will do only 2 problems here, representative problems. Okay, so since it is a crash session, we will restrict that to 350. Next, separate theory notes PDF will be given. Since we are putting the cost as less as possible, and cost and every details will be coming out very soon, as less as possible. Okay, as less as possible. Separate theory notes will be given as a PDF. 100% English is the medium of instruction. Special emphasis will be given on interest rate risk management, swaps, Greeks, currency and derivative hybrid concepts, and portfolio theories with the derivation for every concept. So main emphasis will be on students are facing a lot of difficulty on interest rate risk management. So I will be concentrating much on that. Swaps, Greeks, currency and derivative mixed concepts, and portfolio theories. Next, sir, how can we have the demo sessions? Because we need to first check how it will be, whether I will be fine-tuned and matched to the wavelength of your discussion or not. Yes, I don't want any one of you to get dissatisfaction once you buy. Okay, same what happened with the law classes, how satisfied the students are, with the same satisfaction even these classes has to go. So therefore demo classes will be available in the YouTube channel and also in my app. Okay, so separate playlist will be given in the YouTube app, directly it will be uploaded. 10 hours of demo will be given. 10 hours of demo will be given, and 10 hours of demo does not mean I will be covering out either introduction, etc. Introductions, everything will be covered, and I will also take randomly some concepts from portfolio theories, some concepts from derivatives as well. So everything I will upload. 10 hours demo will be there on a random concepts. Introduction will also be included into that demo. Next, classes will be available at the website, so you know the patishala.com. Next, classes available from 1st July 2022. So now the encryption, every work is going on, so we will be making it available from 1st July 2022. CA day, we available with a very good offer. Books provided in PDF format only. Since we are putting the cost at a meager rate, books will be provided. Whatever the material that I am following will be provided in a PDF format. And keep it in mind, no problem will be given as a homework. So therefore you need not worry. If a problem is there in the material, that will be there in the class, including every point, including the answer. We will practice in the class itself. After that, you need not even touch the book. Do along with me in the class. Classes validity will be for 4 months period, since it is a fast track session. And next one, 1.5 views will be provided, and combo will be available with the law. If a person want to take the law and SFM at a meager rate, combo will be available. Okay, prices, everything will be available soon. Okay, so this is the introduction to the SFM classes, a grand entry into strategic financial management. Again, this is not new for me. So for 6 years I taught this SFM, 1.5 year, last 1.5 year, due to many batches for the law, we are totally locked with that. Now we kept a halt for that, and we are now starting again with the strategic financial management. I need your support in this issue, and each and every concept, whatever is there inside the syllabus, will be thoroughly covered. Okay, like law and better than law. So this is a word that I can give. So the syllabus contents will be part A, part B, summary. About the batch, it's a crash batch or a fast track batch, you can call. Number of hours 130, applicable attempt 22 and 23, 100% conceptual, 350 problems will be covered, separate PDF notes will be given, 100% English, specific analysis on certain hard topics which students are finding. Demo classes will be available on the channel, and these are all the details that are available. So this is a basic introduction to what we are going to do with the strategic financial management classes very soon. Classes will be available from 1st of July 2022. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you.